Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare Nama Krishna,
Yadavaya Namaha,
Gopala Govinda,
Srimad Sudham,
Mokkha Karoti Kala,
Pangun Langayate Girim,
dhṛti, Samahad
Sri Guru Bhinatharinam,
Paramananda Madhavam,
Sri Chaitanya Mishwaram,
Hare Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
So today we are reading from the compilation of the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book, and today's chapter is entitled as Explanation of the word ātmā, 3 mana, 4 yatna, and 5 dhṛti in ātmārāma part 2. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 176.
ব্রজের পক্ষীগণ কৃষ্ণ নিষ্ঠ মুনি। শ্রীমদ্ ভাগবতের দশম স্কন্ধের 21 অধ্যায়ের 14 নম্বর শ্লোকে রয়েছে
কৃষ্ণে ক্ষিতং তদুদিতং খলবেণু গীতম আরুহ্য ये দ্রুমবোধান রুচিরপ্রবালন শৃण्वन्ति मीलितदृशो विगतान्यवाचा.
My dear mother, in this forest, all the birds, after rising on the beautiful branches of the trees, are closing their eyes and not being attracted by any other sound, are simply listening to the vibrations of Krishna's flute. Such birds must be on the same level as saints. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.21.14. This statement was made by the gopis who were lamenting in separation from Krishna and studying how the inhabitants of Vrindavan were enjoying life like saintly persons.
So even the birds were ecstasy listening to the sound of Krishna's flute.
So even the birds, they were in ecstasy listening to the sound of Krishna's flute.
They were closing their eyes and completely absorbed.
They were closing their eyes and were completely absorbed.
So just as great saints meditate on Krishna,
Just as saints meditate on Krishna,
these birds are meditating on the sound of Krishna's flute.
the birds were meditating on the sound of Krishna's flute. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 177.
ব্রজের ভিঙ্গগণ কৃষ্ণ নিষ্ঠ মুনি। শ্রীমদ্ ভাগবতের দশম স্কন্ধের 15 অধ্যায়ের 6 শ্লোকে রয়েছে
O good fortune personified, O original personality of Godhead, all these bees are chanting about your transcendental fame, which will purify the entire universe. Indeed, they are following your path in the forest and are worshiping you. Actually, they are all saintly persons, but now they have taken the form of bees. Although you are playing like a human being, they could not forget that you are their worshipable deity. Purport. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.14.15.6. Krishna and Balaram were just on the verge of boyhood and were entering the forest of Vrindavan when Krishna began to offer prayers to please Balaram.
It shows how the bees in Vrindavan
This shows how the bees in Vrindavan
are also meditating on Krishna and Balaram,
are also meditating on Krishna and Balaram.
and therefore they're like great saintly devotees
And therefore, they are like great saintly devotees.
are fixed. Their consciousness is fixed on the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Their consciousness is fixed on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 178.
ব্রজের হংস সারসাদি পক্ষীয় কৃষ্ণনিষ্ঠ মুনি শ্রীমৎ ভাগবতের দশম স্কন্ধের 35তম অধ্যায়ের 11 শ্লোকে রয়েছে
All the cranes and swans in the water are being enchanted by the melodious song of Krishna's flute. They have approached and are worshiping the Supreme Personality of Godhead with full attention. Alas, they are closing their eyes and are becoming completely silent. Purport. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.35.11. In the day, Krishna went to the forest of Vrindavan, and at that time, the gopis, being morose due to separation from him, were lamenting in this way.
The gopis were fully conscious of Lord Krishna.
The gopis were fully conscious of Lord Krishna.
And when they saw the birds in the water, the cranes, the swans,
And when they saw the birds in the water, the cranes, the swans,
with their eyes closed, and Krishna playing on his flute,
and their eyes closed to Krishna playing on his flute,
they were feeling that these birds are simply meditating on Krishna.
they were feeling that these birds are simply meditating on Lord Krishna. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 179.
শুদ্ধ ভক্ত কৃপায় অসুচি জাতিরও শুদ্ধি শ্রীমৎ ভাগবতের দ্বিতীয় স্কন্ধের 4th অধ্যায়ের 18 শ্লোকে রয়েছে
Kiratas, Hunas, Andras, Pulindas, Pukasas, Ambiras, Sumbas, Yavanas, and members of the Kasha races, and even others who are addicted to sinful acts, can be purified by taking shelter of the devotees of the Lord, due to his being the supreme power. I beg to offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Purport. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 2.4.18. This verse was spoken by Sukadev Goswami when Parikshit Maharaj asked him for a description of the creation. While offering obeisances to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sukadev Goswami described the unlimited potencies of Lord Vishnu, who can purify the low-born creatures mentioned herein.
So this verse declares that people are addicted to sinful activities.
So this verse declares that people who are addicted to sinful activities,
If they take shelter of the pure devotee of Krishna,
if they take shelter of the pure devotee of Krishna,
since Krishna is all powerful,
since Krishna is all powerful,
then they can be purified.
then they could be purified.
And so, Sukadeva Goswami is offering his obeisances to Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
So Sukadev Goswami is offering his obeisances to Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 180.
ধৃতি শব্দের অন্য অর্থ কিংবা ধৃতি শব্দে নিজ পূর্ণতাদি জ্ঞান কয় দুঃখাভাবে উত্তম প্রাপ্তে মহাপূর্ণ হয়।
The word dhṛti is also used when one is fully perfect in knowledge. When, due to having obtained the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one has no material miseries, he attains Mahapurna, the highest level of perfection.
Dhṛti is used when one is perfect in knowledge.
Dhṛti is used when one is perfect in knowledge.
So in this way, by using the word dhṛti in the ātmārāma verse,
So in this way, by using the word dhṛti in the ātmārāma verse,
it signifies that one engaged in devotional service can achieve complete perfection.
it signifies that if one engaged in devotional service can achieve complete perfection,
Or the highest level of perfection.
or the highest level of perfection. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 181.
ধৃতির সংজ্ঞা ভক্তির সমৃত সিন্ধু গ্রন্থের দ্বিতীয় স্কন্ধের চতুর্থ অধ্যায়ের 144 নম্বরে রয়েছে
धृति स्यात् पूर्णता ज्ञाना दुःखाभावो समाप्तिः अप्रार्थातीतनश्चार्था न विशंसोचनादिकृत्.
Dhṛti is the fullness felt due to the absence of misery and the attainment of knowledge of the Supreme Lord and pure love for him. The lamentation that accrues from not obtaining a goal or from losing something already attained does not affect this completeness. Purport. This verse is found in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 2.4.144.
Dhṛti
Dhṛti
is expressed when one has full and transcendental knowledge bliss.
is expressed when one is full in transcendental knowledge and bliss,
And thus free from all miseries.
and thus free from all miseries.
This is a permanent state.
This is a permanent state. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 182.
শ্লোকার্থ কৃষ্ণ ভক্ত দুঃখহীন বাঞ্ছান্তরহীন কৃষ্ণ প্রেম সেবা পূর্ণ আনন্দ প্রবীণ।
A devotee of Krishna is never in a miserable condition, nor does he have any desire other than to serve Krishna. He is experienced and advanced. He feels the transcendental bliss of love of Krishna and always engages in his service in full perfection.
In the material world, one feels misery when one is hankering for some material sense gratification.
In the material world, one feels misery when one is hankering for some material sense gratification.
But the devotee, like Krishna being fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness, doesn't feel such misery.
But the devotee, feeling absorbed and engaged in Krishna consciousness, doesn't feel such misery.
So this fullness and devotional service is expressed here.
So this fullness and devotional service is expressed here. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 183.
কৃষ্ণ সেবাতেই ভক্তের সন্তোষ, অসন্তোষমূলক অন্য কামাভাব। শ্রীমদ্ ভাগবতের নবম স্কন্ধের চতুর্থ অধ্যায়ের 66 শ্লোকে রয়েছে
मत्सेवया प्रतीतां ते सालोक्याधिचतुष्टयं नेच्छन्ति सेवया पूर्णा कुतोऽन्यत्कालविप्लुतम्.
My devotees, having fulfilled their desires by serving me, do not accept the four kinds of salvation that are easily earned by such service. Why then should they accept any pleasure that are lost in the course of time? Purport. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 9.4.67.
Material pleasure has a beginning and an end.
Material pleasure has a beginning and an end.
But the devotees are happy serving Krishna that has no end.
But the devotees are happy serving Krishna that has no end.
Even the devotees don't accept the four kinds of liberation if they are not with service to Krishna.
Even the devotees does not accept the four kinds of liberation if they are not connected to their service of Krishna. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 184.
সর্বেন্দ্রিয়ে কৃষ্ণানুশীলন নিষ্ঠ ভক্তই ধীর ও স্থির। শ্রী গোস্বামী পাদোক্ত শ্লোক
ঋষিকেশে ঋষিকানি যস্য স্থিরতানি স এব ধৈর্যম আপ্নোতি সংসারে জীব চঞ্চলে.
In this material world, all living entities are disturbed due to their flickering position. A devotee, however, is fixed in the service of the lotus feet of the Lord, the master of the senses. Such a person is to be considered situated in endurance and patience.
Those in the material world who have some desire are naturally disturbed.
Those in the material world who have some desire are naturally disturbed.
One can be fixed in devotional service and they will not be disturbed.
But if one can be fixed in devotional service, they will not be disturbed.
They'll be ever blissful.
They will be ever blissful. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 185.
ātmārāma dhṛtimanta munayah pakshigan nirgrantha murkhoganah cha avadharane iha api samacchaye dhṛti mantra hiya bhaje pakshi murkhachaye.
The word cha is for emphasis, and the word api is used to indicate and aggregate. Thus, it is to be understood that even dull creatures, birds and illiterates, can also be situated in endurance and engage in Krishna's devotional service.
So, Krishna service is practiced by the inner, animals and birds and little beings.
So Krishna's service can be done even by the animals, the birds, and the illiterates.
So devotional service is panacea for everyone.
So devotional service is
A panacea.
a panacea for everyone.
That's the chapter title.
Thus ends the chapter entitled Explanation of the word ātmā, 3 mana, 4 yatna, and 5 dhṛti in ātmārāma. Under the section, the 61 explanations of the ātmārāma verse.
Announcement. Guru Maharaj, welcome.
So we have announcements now by Brajeshwar Gaur Prabhu.
So the announcement will be going on while Guru Maharaj will be started visiting your homes. So, dear devotees, Guru Maharaj welcomes you on his virtual book table. On April 26, 1976, during morning walk, a devotee asked Srila Prabhupada, when we are distributing books, Srila Prabhupada, and we are not doing so well, and we are in anxiety, is that also spiritual? Srila Prabhupada answered, for selling books, anxiety is Krishna anxiety. If you become very anxious, how to sell more books? That is Krishna anxiety. That is Krishna anxiety. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Today, the following devotees have helped Guru Maharaj in the book distribution. Yesterday also, the...
Just one or 2 minutes. One second.
হরে কৃষ্ণ ভক্তি বেদান্ত কুটির থেকে যে ভক্তরা আছেন কৃপা করে আপনারা আপনাদের ভিডিও অন করবেন মাইক্রোফোন অন ফার্স্ট অ্যানাউন্সমেন্ট তারপর ভক্তি বেদান্ত কুটির থেকে কুটিরে আমরা যাব হরে কৃষ্ণ প্রথমে অ্যানাউন্সমেন্ট করা হবে তারপর ভক্তি বেদান্ত কুটির ভিজিট করবেন গুরু মহারাজ হরি বল
From Kasadesh, Prahlad Krishnadas 2 Gitas, Jyoti Dharma Chaitanyadas 2 Gitas, Yashoda Padma Devidasi, Wu Gui Lan, Guang Kang, Let Gao Hua Thao, Let Wang Feng Zen, Gita, 2 Gitas, Keshava Premadas, and Zhang Hong Li Qing Ling, 2 Gitas, Charani Devidasi, He Zi Jian, 1 Bhagavad Gita, Rasarati Devidasi, started from yesterday, daily 5 Bhagavad Gita. Rasanath Govindadas, 5 small book. The devotees from Italy, Gaur Nataraj Das, Ekarada Devidasi, Lajja Lakshmi Devidasi, Lakshmi Narasimha Das, Bhakta Emiliano, Antaranga Shakti Devidasi, Gopa Nandani Devidasi, Akarshini Devidasi, Radhika Devidasi, 2 Bhagavad Gita and 11 small books. Balachandra Chennai, Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi, 1 Bhagavad Gita, 1 small book. Brajeshwar Gauradas and Shantagopi Devidasi, 1 Bhagavad Gita and 10 small books. Sevananda Chaitanya Das, Lalitangi Radha Devidasi, Nimai and Prahlad, 2 Bhagavad Gita. Shamadesh Bengali Yatra, we have Ramana Damodar Das and Siddesh Vika Devidasi 51 Gita, Tamosha Adhikari 11 Gita, Meenakshi 11 Gita, Abha Amit 11 Gita, Jayanta Mazumdar 11 Gita, Sumati Mataji 11 Gita, Srilatha 11 Gita, Baladev Nitaidas 3 Bhagavad Gita, Jodheshwar Yogeshwar Nitaidas and Raki Chitra Devidasi 3 Bhagavad Gita, Mathukar Chaitanya Das 1 Bhagavad Gita, Mangalamai Sachirani 51 Bhagavad Gita, Dinana Devaki Nandana Das and Madhuri Rukmani Devidasi 23 Bhagavad Gita, Gita, Satya Chudadas 12 Bhagavad Gita, Manorup Gauradas family 12 Bhagavad Gita, Venkateshwara Vasudev Das and Vijay Lakshmi Radharani Devidasi 12 Bhagavad Gita, Premananda Behara family 12 Bhagavad Gita, Aday and Ajana Bhaumik 12 Bhagavad Gita, Haripada and family 9 Bhagavad Gita, Subhag and Anju Sarkar 2 Bhagavad Gita, Shukhe Pal 6 Bhagavad Gita, Gopal and Deepali Bhaumik 6 Bhagavad Gita, Kripa Sindhu 12 Bhagavad Gita, Shipra Bhaumik 12 Bhagavad Gita, Santosh Kumar Gowda 6 Bhagavad Gita, Tapas Jana 3 Bhagavad Gita, Tapan Rai 6 Bhagavad Gita, Manasi Pramanik 6 Bhagavad Gita, Vishwajit and Arpan Das 15 Bhagavad Gita, Nikhil Chandradas and family 3 Bhagavad Gita, Suprada family 3 Bhagavad Gita, Swamdev family 3 Bhagavad Gita, Madhusudan and family 6 Bhagavad Gita, Prasanta Dhara 6 Bhagavad Gita, Ajit and family 6 Bhagavad Gita, Prasanta family 3 Bhagavad Gita, Liton Chandrapal 6 Bhagavad Gita, Abhijit Sarkar 3 Bhagavad Gita, Deepak and family 6 Bhagavad Gita, Jyoto Haldar 3 Bhagavad Gita, Sandeep Sahu 3 Bhagavad Gita, Vijay Tanada and Mukti Rani 12 Bhagavad Gita, Kaushik and family 3 Bhagavad Gita, Santana Sanatan Nitaidas and family 22 Bhagavad Gita, Pradeep and family 12 Bhagavad Gita, Pramila family 3 Bhagavad Gita, Kannan 1 Bhagavad Gita, Keshav Gauradas 3 Bhagavad Gita, Sulochana Damodaras 3 Bhagavad Gita, Dino Pavan Keshavdas 3 Bhagavad Gita, Shankarinath Gauradas 3 Bhagavad Gita, Shankarshan Rogini Sutta 3 Bhagavad Gita, Prahlad Krishnadas 3 1 Bhagavad Gita, Indulekha 1 Bhagavad Gita, Madhavi Lalita Priya, Lata Priya Devidasi 1 Bhagavad Gita, Nimai Krishnadas 1 Bhagavad Gita, Pramod Das 1 Bhagavad Gita, Namita Ranidas 1 Bhagavad Gita, Mrityunjay Balram Das 1 Bhagavad Gita, Achyuta Chandra Devidas 1 Bhagavad Gita,
Pavan Haridas, Haribo, Radha Krishna Matirastu to you, Hare Krishna. Birthday of Anuradha Devidasi, Radha Krishna Matirastu, thank you very much for your flower offering, your beautiful precious offering, Haribo, Radha Krishna Matirastu to everyone. Birthday of Jivana Goraridas, Hare Krishna, Haribo, Radha Krishna Matirastu. Happy birthday to you. Guru Maharaj is cutting the cake virtually. Special blessings to both of you. Haribo, Radha Krishna Matirastu. Birthday of Chandra Krishna Matirastu. Chandra Prabha Mawa Ladu Mal Puha and Gazar Halwa. Haribol, thank you very much for your offering. Happy birthday to you, Radha Krishna Matirastu. Special blessings. Haribol. Happy birthday.
Madhavi Devidasi and family 3 Bhagavad Gita, Ram Krishna Das 1 Bhagavad Gita,
Krishna Matirastu to both of you.
Ranjit Rani Das 5 Bhagavad Gita, Sanchal Das 5 Bhagavad Gita, Bharshani Rani Das 1 Bhagavad Gita, Rajan Das 3 Bhagavad Gita, Loknath Das 3 Bhagavad Gita, Jay Das 3 Bhagavad Gita, Sukal Das 2 Bhagavad Gita, Govind Das 10 Bhagavad Gita, Joy Das 1 Bhagavad Gita, Priyanka Rani Das 1 Bhagavad Gita, Priyanka Rani Das 1 Bhagavad Gita, Sankan Das 1 Bhagavad Gita, Kalachan Das 1 Bhagavad Gita, Mausmi Rani Das 1 Bhagavad Gita, Kajol Rani Das 1 Bhagavad Gita, Amit Das 3 Bhagavad Gita, Hriday Das 5 Bhagavad Gita, Tanmay Das 5 Bhagavad Gita, Antarani Das 1 Bhagavad Gita, Rani Das,
from Croatia, Mayapur Lila Das, Haribo, Radha Krishna Matirastu. Thank you very much for your beautiful prasad offering. Haribo. Thank you very much for joining. Guru Maharaj is blessing you. Haribo. Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. Adbhuta Nisima Prabhu from Italy. Grazie per la visita. Benedizione a te. Haribo. È un piacere vederti. Benedizione da Guru Maharaj. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Shama Nandini. Haribo. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Thank you for your fruits offering. Haribo. Blessings from Guru Maharaj. Radha Krishna Matirastu. From Poland, Gora Bhavini Mataji. Thank you very much for your pushpa offering. Beautiful darshan of the deities. Radha Krishna Matirastu to you. Blessings from Guru Maharaj. Haribo.
Krishna Matirastu.
Krishna Matirastu. How are you doing, Mataji? Guru Maharaj is asking. Okay. Show thumbs up that you're doing well. Jai. Haribo. Sachikumar Gordas from Croatia, right? Thank you very much for your fruit offering. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Blessings from Guru Maharaj. Haribo.
From Sanatan Dham Desh Yatra, We have Yatra leader, His Grace Krishna Vrajananjan Prabhu, Kailash Raj Purhit, 87 Bhagavad Gita, Sri Kumani Bhatta Mishra, 11 Bhagavad Gita, Lokamudra Priyan, 11 Bhagavad Gita, Sunil Saraf,
Special blessings, long darshan.
Sunil Sharma, 50
All right.
Bhagavad Gita, Manoj Patil,
MK Ridi, thank you from UK. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirasu to all of you.
Prabhuji, 12 Bhagavad Gita,
Krishna Matirastu. Thank you for bringing your parents. Thank you for your offering, prasad offering. Haribol. Guru Maharaj is blessing you all. Haribol. Haribol.
Sugandhi Mandal 4 Bhagavad Gita, Dr. Janardhan 50 Bhagavad Gita, Satya 11 Bhagavad Gita, Jitendra Pandit,
Anil Satya Karanchu from UK. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Thank you for your prasadam offering. Blessings from Guru Maharaj. Haribol. Thank you for joining. Pratapamaya Mitadas from UK. Haribol. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Blessings to you. Haribol. From UK, Tina, Kushuma, and Mona. Thank you very much all for joining. Thank you for your orange offering. Radha Krishna Matirastu to all of you. Haribol. Haribol. Krishna Matirastu. Blessings from Guru Maharaj. From UK, Amala Manjari Devidasi. Thank you very much for joining. Blessings to all of you. Haribol. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Thank you for joining. Wow. Thank you for your prasadam offering and the darshan of the deities. Haribol. Thank you for showing your audience as well. Krishna Matirastu. Haribol. From UK, Bhavana Raghu, Gorangi, Madhur Nimai, Upma, and Chutney. Haribol. Krishna Matirastu. Thank you for your offering. Guru Maharaj is blessing you all. Krishna Matirastu. Haribol. From UK, Dipti, Nair, pastry, Brussels sprout, fries, and cake. Krishna Matirastu. Thank you very much for your offering. Blessings to all of you. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Haribol. Dina, Shrista, family, Mahaprashadam, Halava. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for your offering. Guru Maharaj is accepting your halava. Haribo. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Thank you for joining. Haribo.
Again from Asadesh, Krishna Dharmadas, 1 Gita, Yashoda Padma Mata.
From UK, Gora Prema Gayatri Devidasi. Krishna Matirastu from Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much for your prasad offering. Guru Maharaj is accepting your offering. Thank you very much for joining. Haribo. Krishna Matirastu. Mehaladini and Mother Indira from UK. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Thank you for your offering. Haribo. Wow. Krishna Matirastu. From UK, Malik, Veena, Ranjan, Nimai Das, and Nitai. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Thank you for your offering. Guru Maharaj is accepting. Thank you for joining. Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. From UK, Manjula, Vadera. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. Thank you for your offering.
These devotees helped Guru Maharaj in distributing.
From UK, Maya Pureshwari, Lakshmi, Priya Devidas. Haribo. Thank you for your pushpa offering. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Thank you very much for joining. Haribo. Radha Krishna Matirastu. From UK, Pramida, Bhaskar, and Akshay. Thank you very much for your apple offering and other prasadam offering. Guru Maharaj is accepting. Krishna Matirastu to all of you. Haribo.
Stay tuned for tomorrow's Lord Chaitanya class at 7:30 p.m. Thank you for your daily prayers with us, and please join us in offering our.
From UK, Raghavali Devidasi, Hari Baladev, Nadia Lakshmi. Haribo. Thank you very much for joining. Krishna Matirastu. Guru Maharaj is accepting your offering. Haribo. Blessings to all of you.
Mahaduti Swami health issues. The temple is praising to Lord Krishna to protect these devotees and devotees all over the world who are affected by Corona and its variants. And of course, our prayers include for all those who are celebrating anniversaries today. Let's pray together. Let's Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Haribo. Blessings to you. Krishna Matirastu. From UK, Sweeta Reddy, thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu, Haribo. Vijay from UK, wow, thank you very much for your beautiful prasad offering. Krishna Matirastu, Haribo, thank you for joining. Haribo. From UK, thank you very much for joining. Govinda Gopi Dasi, Haribo. Wow, so many devotees, Haribo. Krishna Matirastu to all of you, Haribo. Jai.
Merry Christmas.
From UK, Ishani, Merry Christmas. Ishani Madhavi Devidasi, Prem Prakash Govinda, no, Gorda, Aradhya Prashadam Feast. Haribo, thank you very much for joining. Guru Maharaj is accepting your offering. 32 Bhagavad Gitas, 5 Bhagavad Gita books, 16 small books. Haribo, Subhadra, Gorish, and Shrayan, Puff Pastry, and Payasam. Haribo, thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu to all of you. Haribo. UK, Sudarshana, Vrajesh Das, Prameshwari, Pavitra Devidasi, and Vinay, thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Sumananda Das from UK, birthday. Happy birthday to you, Radha Krishna Matirastu. Thank you for your garland. Guru Maharaj is blessing you. Haribo. Happy birthday. From UK, Topaji, Aparna, and Rusang, thank you very much for joining. Guru Maharaj is accepting your fruits and milk. Haribo. Chiranjeevi, Sadhvi Gorangi Devidasi, Vrinda, Suma, Arun, and Adya, thank you very much for joining. Krishna Matirastu, Haribo. Special blessings to all of you. Bagunara, Haribo. From UK, Naveen, Kumar, Ramasamy, thank you very much for joining. Bhagavaten Matirastu, thank you very much. Sarada from UK, Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. I am visiting India to meet my family. Please bless me for a safe journey. Krishna Matirastu, Haribo, thank you for your offering as well. Sukadev Arya Prabhu, Haribo, Krishna Matirastu, thank you very much for joining. Yogeshwara Gopinath Das, Shruti, and Nikunja Saki Devidasi, thank you very much for your offering. Guru Maharaj is accepting. Radha Krishna Matirastu, Anuradha Achyuta Priya Devidasi, Rasaraj, Nisimadas, Devika, and Dishika, Haribo, thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu, Guru Maharaj is accept your beautiful prasad offering. Manohar, Sutipriya, Soba, and Prabhakaran, thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Merry Christmas to you too. Nita Gupta Mataji, thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Rasarnava Gopal Das, chapatis and masala curry. Haribo, thank you very much for your prasad offering. Beautiful Diti Darshan. Blessings to all of you. Krishna Matirastu.
Hare Krishna.
Hridoy Das, thank you very much for joining.
হরে কৃষ্ণ গুরু মহারাজ, এটা হচ্ছে ইসকন কুমিল্লা বাংলাদেশ ভক্তি বেদান্ত কুটির থেকে নবম বর্ষ ভক্ত সম্মেলন হয়েছে। আপনি কিছু বলবেন?
হরে কৃষ্ণ।
জি গুরু মহারাজ দেখছেন আপনাদেরকে, কৃপা করে বলুন আপনাদের যা বলার।
হরে কৃষ্ণ, ধন্যবাদ প্রণাম গুরু মহারাজ। কুমিল্লা নামটির উদ্যোগে ভক্তিবেদান্ত কুটির পরিচালিত হচ্ছেন গুরু মহারাজ। এই কুটি থেকে এখন কুমিল্লা মন্দিরে 8 জন ব্রহ্মচারী ভগবানের সেবা করছেন, আপনার সেবা করছেন গুরু মহারাজ।
उपस्थित आचरण सकल जन्म में आशीर्वाद बढ़ाची शुभेच्छा। राधा कृष्ण अस्तु। हरे कृष्ण।
কুমিল্লার সকল ভক্তবৃন্দের জন্য যারা অপেক্ষা করছিলেন এতক্ষণ, সবার জন্য গুরু মহারাজ আশীর্বাদ পাঠাচ্ছেন। রাধা কৃষ্ণের মতির অস্তু। হরে কৃষ্ণ।
গুরু মহারাজ
মুড়ির মহাপ্রসাদ, এটা অন্নকূট মুড়িকুট মুড়িকুট দিয়েছে গুরু মহারাজ, বলছে এটা মুড়িকুট।
Aitana Kuchachi.
এত ভক্ত এখানে উপস্থিত হয়েছে সেই জন্য আমি অনেক খুশি আছি।
Jayadani Hadudani Safa.
জয়ধ্বনি উরুধ্বনি হরিধ্বনি হোক।
Haribo.
হরিবল।
Haribo.
ঠিক আছে প্রভু, ধন্যবাদ আপনাদের সকলকে অংশগ্রহণ করার জন্য। হরে কৃষ্ণ।
From Lithuania, Jagat Kirti Devidasi, thank you very much. Bhagavate Matirastu, Haribo, blessings to you. Haribo, thank you for your food offerings as well. Wow. Thank you very much for joining. From Canada, Smriti and Rahul, Blueberries, Haribo, thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu, thank you very much for your fruits offering. Haribo.
We are not seeing you.
We are not seeing you very well. If you can put the camera. Yes.
Yeah.
Jai, this is much better. Haribo. Blessings to all of you. From Canada, Sanatana Sevak Das. Haribo.
Mataji.
Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for your garland. Guru Maharaj is accepting.
Yes, yes.
I think she is running for. Yeah, don't please. Okay, thank you very much for your beautiful prasadam offering and the deities. Haribo, thank you very much.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, please send to Mayapur. Haribo. Kamala Gopi Devidasi, thank you very much for joining. We are not able to see you, but okay, you can. Okay. Pratibha Balaji Mataji, thank you very much for joining. Thank you for your fruit offering. Guru Maharaj is accepting. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. Thank you for joining. From Canada, Sucharu Padma, Pongal, and Papaya. Thank you very much for Pushpanjali offering as well. Blessings to both of you. Krishna Matirastu. Sivananda Chaitanya, Dokla, Cake, Brussels Sprout, Pakoda, Kadi, and Bhaji. Thank you very much for your beautiful prasad offering. And 11 Bhagavad Gitas, 85 small books distributed so far, requesting blessings to distribute more. Krishna Matirastu, Haribo. Blessings to all of you. From Canada, Sri Devi, Rajesh, Krishna Chaitanya. Thank you very much for joining. Guru Maharaj is accepting your prasad offering. Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. Blessings to your child as well. Haribo. Special blessings. Jigna, Mitul, and Krish. Thank you very much for joining from Canada. Mitul. Okay. Hare Krishna, Maharaj Pranam. What is Rita? I cannot really see. Thank you very much for your fruits offering.
Ātmārāma Jap Koche.
Ātmāna Jap Koche.
That's 5 million per year.
5 million per year.
Hello.
Haribo. Krishna Matirastu. Shilpa from Canada. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. Ujjvala Vrajalila, thank you very much for your pushpa offering. Guru Maharaj is blessing you. Krishna Matirastu. Thank you very much for the bananas as well. Vaijayanti Lalita Devidasi from Canada. Thank you very much for joining. Krishna Matirastu. Thank you for your prasad offering and the deities. Jai Gornita. Haribo. From UK, Rajendar Ramapriya Madhav Das, thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu to both of you. Guru Maharaj is blessing you. Haribo. Rohini from UK, thank you very much for joining. Guru Maharaj is accepting your offering. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. From UK, Ashish Urvashi Pihu Ishwari Kichri Tomato Kata. Thank you very much for your offering. Guru Maharaj is accepting. Radha Krishna Matirastu to all of you. Haribo. Prema Shakti, Lakshmi Priya Devidasi, Aditya. Thank you very much for your offering. Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. Anand Pashapala. Thank you very much for your offering. Krishna Matirastu to all of you. Haribo. Bagunara. Haribo. Thank you for joining. Rupeshwar Nimai Das from UK. Haribo. Krishna Matirastu. Aravinda Krishna Prabhu. Amuneshwari Mataji. and
Malik Prabhu.
Amalik Prabhu, I think. Okay, thank you very much for joining. Krishna Matiras to Guru Maharaj Ishwara. Okay, it's blessed. Rupeshwara Prabhu, thank you very much for joining. To you all, Guru Maharaj is blessing you. Krishna Matiras too, thank you for your offering as well. Please join regularly. Haribo, thank you. From UK, Sangeeta Priya Madhavi Devidasi. Jai Shri Shri Radha Londoneshwara ki Jai, Jagannath Baldeva Subhadra ki Jai, Shri Shri Gurantai ki Jai. Haribo, thank you for the beautiful DT Darshan. Haribo. Can we see Prabhupada as well? Jai Jagannath Baldeva Subhadra Subhadra ki Jai. Nitai Gaur, Haribo. Can you see Radha Londoneshwara closely, please? Thank you. Jai Krishna Matirastu. Thank you very much. You can show yourself as well. All right. Christmas cake for you by Surpriya Rai and Sudevi. Thank you very much for joining. Krishna Matirastu. Beautiful cake. Guru Maharaj is cutting virtually. Chaitanya Pratosh. A sketch offering for Guru Maharaj. Wow. Jai Prabhupada ki Jai. Beautiful drawing. Krishna Matirastu. Special blessings. Susanta Patnaik, thank you very much for joining. Krishna Matirastu. To you, blessings. Haribo. Jaya Padma Devidasi, thank you for joining. Krishna Matirastu, thank you for your offering. Merry Christmas. Haribol.
Request from Europe, Canada, and UK. If anyone misses version.
Yeah, anybody from UK, Canada, and Europe, if somebody misses the darshan, please raise your hand. Thank you.
Because it is already 10 o'clock.
It's already 10 o'clock here, so Guru Maharaj it's a little bit late.
Sorry.
Biren Sharabani from Canada, thank you very much for your food offering. Guru Maharaj is accepting. Krishna Matira to both of you. Thank you very much. Oh, Dharanga Mataji, thank you very much for joining from Europe. Haribo. Krishna Matirastu, thank you very much for your DT Darshan as well. Jai Goranitai. Haribo, thank you very much for joining. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. From Canada, Kamala Gopi Devidasi, thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu to both of you. Haribo. Second time, Sangeeta Priya Madhavi Devidasi. Jai, wonderful cake. Haribo Krishna Matirastu. Special blessings from Guru Maharaj. Haribo. All right. We finished. Huh? Okay, so today we finish. It's 10 o'clock. So thank you all very much for. Yeah, we are seeing all the gallery view. So Guru Maharaj can see all of you. Vanchakal Paturubhascha, Kripa Sindhu Bhyavacha, Patitanam Pravanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Nama. Thank you all very much for joining. See you tomorrow. Haribo. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Guru Maharaj. Patit Pavan Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Haribo. Gaur Premanande. Haribo. Haribo. Jalangi. Thank you very much for your service. Thank you. Guru Maharaj, flowers. Guru Maharaj is accepting your flowers. Haribo.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh, your lamp offering. Thank you very much. Guru Maharaj is accepting that. All right.
Tomorrow morning we have session morning 7:30.
All right.